my night owls. Today I am going to be taking a personality test. I don't know, I was bored and was going through some stuff and I stumbled across this and I'm like, okay. I was looking through tests of course, and I came across a personality test and I'm like, oh, sure, let's do this for a video, I guess. So yeah, you are almost never late for your appointments. Well, it depends. Like, things can get in the way. But if I know I have to be somewhere at a certain time or something like that, I make sure to get ready and be out the door and heading there so I'm not late to my appointments. So, you are almost never late for your appointments. I'm gonna go with yes. Go with a small yes because sometimes I'm late and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm very punctual. You like to be engaged in activity and fast-paced jobs. No, I don't like fast-paced jobs, really. I like slow-paced. So, I'll go on uncertain. You enjoy having a wide circle of acquaintances. Yes. I kind of do. So I'm going with a small yes. You feel involved when watching a soap. Yes. That's a big yes, because when I'm watching something and I get really involved with it, and then when like something happens to a character, I start crying. Like if something bad happens to them, I'll be crying. And then if something good happens, I'm all excited and happy for them. I'm like, yay, they did something, whatever they did in the show. And it's not like that. Like I get like that when I'm watching soaps or when I'm watching YouTube too. Anyways, you are usually the first to react to a sudden event, the telephone ringing, or unexpected question. Yes. When something happens, I automatically like react to it. I don't like, oh, I'll get it in a few minutes. I react to it immediately. You feel that same with questions. You feel the world is funded and compassion. I'll go with a small yes. I'm not positive with that one. And if I keep doing that, I'm sorry. I'm getting sick, so my throat is scratchy and it's sore. I've been trying to not do that, but with me talking a lot now, my throat will probably get dry faster, and I'll be getting scratchy voices quicker, so I might be clearing my throat a lot, and I'm sorry. You think that everything in the world is relative. You think that everything in the world is relative. I'm going with uncertain for that one. I'm not positive. Strict observation. Of course, they have to throw big words at me. Strict observance. I feel like I know that word. Of the established rules is likely to prevent attending a good outcome. Of course, since I didn't read it properly, I don't know what the heck it's asking. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read it in my head. No, I'm not positive with that one. I read it properly in my head. I don't know, like, sometimes when you read something out loud, you can't say the word properly. Like, I have that problem. Like, I can say the word in my head, but speaking it is hard, so it makes it difficult for me to read it, so I have to read it in my head, and then I'll get it to understand it sometimes. And sometimes it has to be read to me for me to understand it. I don't know, it's just how my brain works. It is difficult to get you excited. No, I get very excited very quickly. So, no, it's not difficult at all to get me excited. When making a decision, you rely more on your feelings than on analysis of the situation. When I'm making a decision, I rely on on my feelings than the analysis of the situation. I'll go with a small no for this one. Because I feel like I do go based on my feelings sometimes. But I think I do analysis of the situation more than my feelings. So I'll go with a small no for this one. You often think about humankind and its destiny. Yes. I think about that a lot, actually. So I'll go with a big yes for that. Sorry again. You believe the best decision is one which can be easily changed. I'll go with a small yes for that one. I kind of believe that. Again, I'm sorry. How about you drink some water? Maybe that'll help, Alicia. Durr. You often ponder the root cause of phenomena in things. Yes, I sometimes do. You prefer to act immediately rather than speculate about various options. I sometimes act immediately rather than speculate about various options, but sometimes I do, so I'll go with a small yes. You trust reason rather than feelings. You trust reason rather than feelings. That I'm going with uncertain. I think I rely on both, but I'm not positive. I like planning. Sometimes I just do it out of impulse. Go with a small yes. I'm not sure about 16, but I'll keep it. My answer is the same. You spend your leisure time activities socializing with a group of people, attending parties, shopping, etc. I spend most of my leisure time watching YouTube, but I do spend it with a group of people, like my family, or going to see my best friend. So I'll go with yes. Actually, I'll go with a small yes. You usually plan your actions in advance. I plan my actions in advance. That's what it's trying to say. Sometimes I do plan my action in advance. Sometimes it just comes out naturally for me. So I'll go with a small yes for that one. Your actions are frequently influenced by your emotions. I thought it said enemies for some reason. Emotion. My actions frequently influence my emotions. By my emotions. Yes. Yes, I have to say yes for that one. I barely said no for some of these. Up here I said uncertain for some of them. You are a person somewhat reserved and distant in communication. Yes. I have to say yes for that one. Sometimes I don't communicate very well. Like, if I'm struggling with something, I don't, like, go up to someone and be like, hey, I'm struggling, can you help me? I don't really keep it to myself. Like, there's, I don't know, I am very bad in the communication skills. But I do know how to communicate with people. It's just sometimes it's hard. Okay, sorry. You know how to put every minute of your time to good purpose. Not really. I'll go with a no for that one. Contemplate the complex of life. We'll go with a yes. I do too much on my part. After prolonged socializing, you feel you need to get away and be alone. Yes. You often do jobs in a hurry. You often do jobs in a hurry. Sometimes, but not always. I normally take my time with things, so I'll go with no. You easily see the general principle behind specific occurrences. I'll go with a yes for that one. You frequently and easily express your feelings and emotions. I'll go with a small yes for that. You find it difficult to speak loudly. Yes. I sometimes can. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. If something really bothers me, then yeah. But sometimes I don't speak loudly. You get bored if you have to read theoretical books. Yes. If there is something I like that, I will get maybe two pages and then I'll be like, okay, go home now. Or if I'm home, I'll be like, can I stop? And then I'll stop and then I'll watch YouTube or I'll go on Facebook or any other social medias that I'm on. You tend to sympathize with other people. Yes. You value justice higher than mercy. I never thought of that. You value justice higher than mercy. Justice, yeah, mercy. Okay, I'll go with a small yes. You rapidly get involved in this. You rapidly get involved in the social life of new workplaces. Sometimes sometimes no. It's kind of between yes or no, but I'll go yes. I feel like I can. The more people you speak to, the better you feel. The more people I speak to, the better I feel. Like, what does that mean? Uncertain. You tend to rely on your experience rather than on the theoretical alternatives. Actually, yes. I do tend to rely more on the experience rather than the theoretical alternatives. I'll give that a big yes. I definitely do that. As a role, you proceed only when you have a clear and detailed plan. I'll go with a small yes for that one. You easily empathize with the concern of other people. Yes. Yes, I'll give a big yes. Okay. Often you prefer to read a book than go to a party. I'll give it a small yes because I like going to parties sometimes. When with a group of people, you enjoy being directly involved and being at the center of attention. No. I don't like being a center of attention. Like, sometimes I like being a center of attention, but then it gets boring and weird after a while of being center of attention. Like, when I was in the hospital with my walking disability, I was a center of attention with everybody. And I loved it, but then I got tired of it. Like, after so long of being in everyone, like, in the spotlight, I'm like, okay, can I be out of the spotlight, please? I want to just hide away, please. But I do not like being in the spotlight. You are more You are more inclined to experiment than to follow familiar approaches. You are strongly touched by the stories about people's troubles. Deadlines seem to you to be of relative rather than absolutely importance. I am horrible with deadlines, like absolutely horrible with deadlines. In college, we had deadlines, and I've missed every single one of them. I don't know, if it doesn't pique my interest, though, that's the thing. If it doesn't pique my interest, if I can't get into it, then I don't really care about it. But if it piques my interest and I'm really into it, I will make sure it is done on the deadline. But in college, I haven't really gotten much where it piqued my interest, so of course I missed all my deadlines. So for my computer graphic design classes, that piques my interest a lot, so of course I made sure to stay on my deadlines for that, which I know that is wrong, and I shouldn't do that. I should if I have a deadline, get it done and hand it in, like that. You prefer to isolate yourself from outside noises. Yes, I do. I do like to shut myself in, but then I get bored of being inside. I want to go outside and be around people and be around, the world and stuff like that. So I'll go with a small yes for that one. But I do isolate myself. My tongue is tied. For you, it is easier to gain knowledge through hands-on experience than from books or materials. Yes. You think that almost everything can be analyzed. No, I don't think so. Wait, for you, no surprises is better than surprises. Bad or good ones. I like surprises, but I'd rather have good surprises than bad ones. I like surprises, but bad ones, no. But good ones, yes. I'll take the good ones. I have bad surprises before, and I hate them. I really hate them. You take pleasure in putting things in order. Yes, I actually do. You feel at ease in a crowd. No. I'll go with small no. Sometimes if it's like a big crowd, no. But if it's a small crowd, I'm okay with it. But if it's a big crowd, I will not be able to handle it at all. You have good control over your desires and temptations. I do actually, yeah. Sometimes I do give into it, but I know I have good control over it. You easily understand new theoretical principles. No. You usually place yourself nearer to the side than in the center of the room. I do. I'll go with the big yes. I am always off to the side. I'm never directly in the middle of the room. When solving a problem, you would rather follow the familiar approach than seek a new one. No, I look for all types of ways to approach something. This is longer than I thought. How many questions are there? Oh, it looks like we're almost done. But dang, I didn't know it was going to be that long. Jeez. Well, anyways, it's okay. When considering a situation, you pay more attention to the current situation and less to a possible sequence of events. Uncertain. I'm not positive. Okay. Ooh. Type INFJ. Introvert 16%. Intuitive. Is that how you say it? 19%. Feeling 38%. Judging 1%. Okay, so that's my my personality, I guess. I don't know. I just came across this. I thought, hey, why not? And did it. And I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see all you night owls tomorrow. Goodbye.